problem: what makes the perfect Dark Knight movie has appeared in over a dozen live-action movies in the past 75 years. But what makes for the perfect Dark Knight-led film? The Caped Crusader first got his live-action debut in the 1940s with serials starring Lewis Wilson and Robert Lowry. It wasn't until the late 1980s with Michael Keaton's portrayal that he really rose to prominence and received a campy adaptation with Adam West in 1966. Keaton starred in 2 Tim Burton films before both left the character behind, allowing Val Kilmer and then George Clooney to take over. As acclaimed and ridiculed as these various installments became, received a proper reboot from Christopher Nolan. His Dark Knight trilogy began in 2005 and has proven to be the definitive version of the character on the big screen for most. But in an age of shared universes, it wasn't too long after The Dark Knight Rises debut in 2012 that Ben Affleck was cast as the next take. Affleck came in to help lead the DC Extended Universe, as it's unofficially named, and his older, sometimes more violent, version of won over plenty of viewers. But after 3 appearances in as many years, his time appears to be done. Related, Zack Snyder says Ben Affleck is the perfect through all of these years of films and different actors bringing a new take to screen. There are movies starring of all kinds. Since is also possibly the biggest comic book character ever created, his large fan base has latched on to different elements of the character over the years. This can lead to debates over which is best, but if we take a look at the larger picture, what would it take for a perfect movie to be made? In the latest Screen Rant video, we attempt to answer this question. As we argue, the keys to creating a perfect movie include showing the difference between Bruce Wayne and having a director who sees their vision through, creating a believable costume, finding the right villain, keeping it grounded, and more. For many, the perfect movie already exists with Nolan's The Dark Knight. The 2008 hit manages to check a lot of the aforementioned boxes. Christian Bale's performance is equally believable as Bruce Wayne as it is when he's under the cowl. Nolan managed to ground the story in a real-world setting, working in the street-level routes, his plethora of gadgets, and more to his. And the film arguably holds the greatest performance in the comic book movie genre with Heath Ledger's Oscar-winning turn as Joker. That said, there's also plenty of fans who view Keaton or Affleck as the perfect portrayal of the Dark Knight. Even though the perfect movie may have already been made, this isn't stopping new solo movies from being created. Matt Reeves is currently finishing up a script for a brand new take on The Dark Knight, one that will still be set in the DCEU continuity but focus on a younger. This will result in someone else playing the role instead of Affleck. If the newcomer can nail his performance and Reeves manages to make the rest of the world around him work, then it isn't out of the realm of possibility that the upcoming movie could contend with the versions that came before.